Hello guys, welcome back to TFD. So here's the deal. The WNBA CBA deadline officially came and went at 11:59 p.m. Eastern, and just like that, it's over. No extensions, no last-minute curveballs. As we discussed yesterday, the owners came out looking pretty solid, making it clear there won't be a lockout. That's a big move, no question. But still, some of the players couldn't resist hinting at strike possibilities or other bold actions. At this point, everyone pretty much knows the big points on the table. We've got the major salary bumps, which are huge, and then the revenue sharing requests. Honestly, I just don't see that going anywhere. The owners aren't likely to agree because, let's face it, the league's finances haven't exactly been profitable, and asking them to give up a slice of future revenue, that's a hard sell. And if someone asked me to pick sides here, honestly, I'd be torn. I've never been the guy to side automatically with owners, but in this scenario, you've got to give them some credit for trying to keep things moving forward without a shutdown. It's a tricky balance, and we're about to see how this all shakes out in real time. I've honestly gotten to the point where I'm firmly team owners, because the players just keep looking worse. Last night, the WNBA Players Association dropped a statement, and it's clear they're crashing out, and the way they're handling this is getting less professional by the minute. Fans are noticing, and it's starting to hurt their credibility. They keep letting things get personal, and it's only making the situation spiral further. Sure, there are big issues on the table, salaries, revenue sharing, but the way this is unfolding, the optics are terrible. And right now, it's all working against the players.
At midnight, the 2020 WNBA-WNBPA collective bargaining agreement will expire. Despite demonstrating our willingness to compromise in order to get a deal done, the WNBA and its teams have failed to meet us at the table with the same spirit and seriousness. Instead, they have remained committed to undervaluing player contributions, dismissing player concerns, and running out the clock. Today's display of an inflatable rat, chuckle softly, a universal symbol of labor protest outside the NBA store, calls attention to how the league and its teams have handled these negotiations. By delaying and clinging to the status quo, they are jeopardizing the livelihoods of players, the trust and investment of fans, all in the name of preserving regressive provisions that no longer belong in women's basketball. See, this is the problem. This is less about business for these people than it is a social statement at this point, which has always been the downfall of this league. It's always why the ratings have been trash and people didn't show up. Because people are like, I just want sports. I don't want political narratives. None of that. I don't care about your social revolutions. I don't. Now, the original fan base, that little ugly fan base that we've all experienced after the Caitlin Clark boom, they care about that kind of stuff. But actual sports fans, Not only do they not care, they don't want to hear about it. So, let's keep going here. Players care deeply about their fans and take pride in honoring that loyalty every time they take the court. The league's tactics harm current and future players and marginalize the very people who show up for the game in communities across the country. This misguided approach will not work in the face of the league and team's actions. Players remain undeterred, unafraid, and unwavering in their commitment to doing what is necessary to secure a transformational new CBA. This agreement must include a salary system tied to a meaningful share of the revenue that would not exist without player labor, mandate professional working conditions, and require protections that honor players who built the league and set the next generation up for success. Make no mistake, pay equity is not optional, and progress is long overdue. We urge the league and its teams to meet this moment. The players have already done so and will continue to do so.
All right, guys, look at this WNBA statement. Short, simple, and straight to the point. No extra fluff. Honestly, at this point, I'm leaning team owners because the players keep making themselves look bad. The way they're handling this, it's personal, messy, and fans are noticing. It's just not a good look for the Players Association right now. Quote, "The current collective bargaining agreement has expired, and negotiations with the Women's National Basketball Players Association remain ongoing. As the league experiences a pivotal time of unprecedented popularity and growth, we recognize the importance of building upon that momentum. Our priority is a deal that significantly increases player salaries, enhances the overall player experience, and supports the long-term growth of the league for current and future generations of players and fans."
That was short, sweet, and straight to the point. None of the extra fluff, no social reform messaging, none of that nonsense. Wow. And I've got to say, I do these CBA videos all the time, and originally, people were like, yeah, the players deserve to get paid, blah, blah, blah. But now, if you check the comment sections, it's mostly, no, team owners all the way. Honestly, the players have done an incredible job of making themselves look even worse than before. That's impressive. In a sad way, somehow they managed to make themselves look more insufferable than prior. And that's saying a lot, because the bar was already high.
A lot of people, insane statement from the PA. There we go, right there. Said that player union statement is a bit over the top. Here, said every person on Caitlin Clark's management team should have locked in a war room all weekend. This is when the power of the true face of the league was needed. CC should give a statement pushing the idea of compromise to save the players who don't have other leagues. This, her LeBron social reform bubble moment, when he called out the owners to do more to help and spread awareness, or players would forfeit the season. 100%, Caitlin's team needed a full-on war room this weekend. This is exactly the moment for the true face of the league to lead. A statement pushing compromise could protect players without other options and show real leadership, just like LeBron's Leagues of Conscience moment. It's not just about contracts, it's about setting the tone for the whole league. Look at these comments. There's lots of reaction. You can go check yourself if you like to read. Insufferable Players Union. Their statements are as nasty and uncouth as their attitude. It's wild. Yeah, I'm team owners. Have been for a while. Even more now. That player union statement's a bit over the top. This guy, I ain't reading all that. I'm happy for you though. Or, I'm sorry that happened. I mean, wow. The most iconic part of all this is the union will be the #1 reason why the league finally dies. What started as good intent for equal pay has turned into pettiness using the same intent. It's not about money anymore. It's about wanting power, and they can never have that. That's a good point. That is a good point. This is wild, and it sadly looks like no season. No one cares. Goodbye, Caitlin Clark, 2026 season. They're literally comparing playing basketball to manual labor, as if it's the same thing. Sorry, bees, I didn't know it was this hard to hoop. Do us real hoops fans a favor and cancel the whole effing league. You bees make well enough money to survive.
Boy, I gotta tell you, people are, just when you thought the players couldn't lose more fans in this fight, congratulations. They've done it. They've managed to push even more people away. Honestly, they've got the wrong people leading these negotiations. You know who should be at the forefront? Caitlin Clark. You can tell she actually understands the balance that needs to happen between players and owners. I'll go back to what I said when the news first broke, that they were going to push for more money and break off from the CBA. You're doing this 2 years too soon. Seriously. They should have waited until the new media rights deal actually kicks in, until that money starts flowing into owners' pockets. Then you can see what the league actually looks like, how much profit is being made, and make your demands accordingly. But right now, owners haven't seen that profit yet, not after supporting this league for nearly 3 decades. Because of that, all they're working off are projections. They don't know what the numbers will really look like, so they're not willing to give away the farm. And I don't blame them. After all these years, it seems the owners are drawing a line. Either the league makes money, or it shuts down. Honestly, if they had waited a few more years, players could have asked for bigger salaries. But a 30% revenue share off gross revenue? That's never going to happen. I just don't get it. I really don't know what they're thinking. Right now, the optics are terrible for the players. They're making themselves look worse with every statement, every leak, every threat. Fans are noticing, and it's costing credibility. So yeah, tell me what you think about all this in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe to stay up to date on all the WNBA CBA drama. This story is far from over, and it's only getting messier.